Hello guys, it's me, Jazzy Ray. If you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Jazzy Ray. Shake my hand. If you're not new to my channel, what's up? It's Jazzy Ray. Now I might post this on my Instagram too, so we're gonna try to keep it at least at 10 minutes. Alright. So, um last time I did a video discussing the sun, the moon, and the rising sign. Well, this time I'm going to discuss Mercury. This might actually be pretty short. Okay. First of all, Mercury rules two signs, which is Gemini and Virgo. Now, these two signs, believe it or not, they're very similar but different. I believe that Virgos have that innocence about them, like they just look innocent, but they're really not innocent. And Geminis just have two sides. You just don't know what you're gonna get. Virgos are more, even though they're of a mutable quality as well as Gemini, Virgos are more strategic and they're perfectionists. It's because they're perfectionists, so they try to be perfect at everything that they do. Whereas Geminis, we just wing everything. We wing everything. We don't care if it's perfect. We do not care. Geminis are the type of people we some I'm not gonna say we don't think before we speak, but we don't think before we speak. We are the type of people, if something's on our minds and something's in our hearts or whatever, we feel some type of way, we have to let them know at that moment. Because it's gonna drive us crazy if we hold it in. We are the type of people, that's why it's like when it comes to Tupac, he's a Gemini. I don't know if Tupac is alive or not, because this is, be honest. If Tupac was alive with everything that's going on, don't you think Tupac would have came out and said something by now? I mean, come on. Come on. Left Eye was another one. Left Eye, Gemini, said whatever was on her mind, and she didn't care how people felt. Geminis typically do not care how people feel about what they have to say. Kanye West is like the prime example. We may not agree with what Kanye West has to say, but if he feels something that's in his heart, that's in his mind, he has to get it out, whether it makes sense or not. That's just how Geminis are. Whereas Virgos are way more strategic. They plan out what they're going to say. They are logical. They know how to pause, take a pause, and then think about what they're going to say. Whereas Geminis, we're just going to say what we're going to say. It's either going to come out logical or it's not, okay? and it just depends. It depends, because Geminis, we're intelligent, we're mentally intelligent as well, but it's just like when at the spur of the moment, if we got something that's on our minds, we got to get it out, and then later on we may come back and clarify what we were trying to say, or maybe we should have a Virgo there so they could be like our translators or something. Okay, that's just to give you an idea of Geminis and Virgos, because Mercury deals with communication. That's why these two signs are ruled by that planet, because we are the master communicators. Okay. My best friend is a Virgo. I actually got two friends that's a Virgo, but my best friend, my homegirl, my sis, she's a Virgo, and I'm a Gemini, and my rising is Virgo. So technically, it's like with me, I don't like the fact that I have to like get shit out when I have to get shit out. So I try to plan out everything so I know what I'm going to say. But then sometimes my anxiety gets me, and then I end up just blurting shit out. It's still what I want to say, but it's not in the best terms. Okay, it's not politically correct, or it's not. It's just not okay. So I have to be at a mindset where I'm more, but I'm a more logical person than anything. But sometimes when I'm really angry, that logic goes out the window, and now I'm emotional now. So yeah. And then truth be told, like with Virgos and Geminis, this should be a Virgo and Gemini video. I feel like people say these two do not go together, because the fact that Gemini is not really the emotional type, it's not the sensitive type, and Virgo is. And Virgos are not, or Virgos are not, even though they're mutable, yes, they are mutable, but they're perfectionists. So whatever it is that they're doing, they're perfectionists. They're not going to stop until it's perfect. Why do you think Beyonce doesn't release music until it's perfect? Have you seen Beyonce work in the studio or work in a video? She is she is like such a perfectionist. Everything has to be done a certain way, even though she's a Virgo and she's a mutable quality. Mutable qualities, they're all over them. They just go with the flow. But it's like Virgos go with the flow, but it has to be perfect at the same time. So it's like low key they fix, but they're really not. Whereas Geminis, they'll do whatever. They'll do whatever. If they like it, if the people like it, they gonna go with it. You know, it doesn't have to necessarily be perfect. But since for me, for example, like I'm a Gemini Virgo, so it's like my rising is Virgo, so technically I'm a Virgo too. It's almost like I'm supposed to be a Virgo. I don't know, but or want to be a Virgo rather. It's like I'm a Gemini who wants to be a Virgo. Okay, and the thing about it is, it's like it depends on what it is that I'm working on. I'm gonna start off wanting it to be perfect, but then once I get frustrated, I'm like, fuck it. I have a Gemini moment, and I'm like, fuck it. I don't even care anymore. I'm gonna get some points. I ain't gotta get 100, but my first instinct is I want to do it right and do it perfect. You know what I mean? So now if it's the opposite, let's say you're a Virgo and your rising is Gemini, then you're a perfectionist who wants to be free. So it's like you don't like the fact that you're a perfectionist. Whereas with me, it's like I low key like being a perfectionist. I don't know, it's weird. But on to Mercury. So Mercury is the planet of communication. It's how we communicate in our intellect, our intelligence, and how we are, how we express that. So I'm gonna use me for example, and then I'm gonna use another sign, okay, just to kind of help you understand. So with Mercury, my Mercury is Taurus, which means when it comes to my intelligence and my conversation, how I communicate, I'm fixed. Okay. I'm headstrong. I have very strong opinions. I do. I have very strong opinions, and unless because when it comes to the other planets, you do have to count that sun sign because that's you. It kind of allows you to bend depending on what it is. So mine's Gemini, so I can tend to bend my opinions a little bit, but my opinion still stands. It's really no point in arguing with me because unless I want to change my opinion, which I probably will change it because it's like I don't want to offend anyone. You can't argue with me. It's a never ending argument. You can't debate with me or anything like that because it's just never ending. Now, let's say your Mercury is Leo, it's the same thing. You have strong opinions, very, very fiery, you know. I just know with my opinions, I could be a little stubborn. Actually, a lot stubborn because that's what Tauruses are known for. Leos are stubborn too, but I don't think they're as stubborn as a Taurus is. I just feel like they're more fiery, whereas Tauruses are more humble. So I will say that. But let's say your Mercury is a mutable sign. Let's say it's Pisces. So when your Mercury is Pisces, your opinions are all over the place. One minute you agree with something, the next minute you disagree. You don't really know where Pisces stands. Like if your Mercury's in Pisces, and you could be very emotional, have like some type of emotional, spiritual connection to a topic. So that really would kind of depend. You know what your opinion that can kind of like tell you what your opinions are and how they feel and stuff like that. Now if it's cardinal, let's say your Mercury is Libra, that's cardinal. Libra likes to see both sides to a situation. So Libra is the type of sign, they can have an opinion, but they can also see your opinion as well. They can also, and it kind of looks like they're wishy-washy, but they're not. They're just seeing both sides. Like if there's like a conflict, let's say your Mercury's in Libra, or you are a Libra. When there's a conflict, you're going to want to know both sides and all of that. You know, every side. It comes off like, okay, Libra's fake because you're playing all sides, but it's not. They're just trying to understand so they can get the other person to understand the point of view so then everyone can be happy and get along. So that is Mercury for you. It's communication and intellect. Don't forget that. I will have more videos coming up, so make sure you subscribe and comment, and I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Bye!